This is what it's like at Ebola's ground zero. We're at the heart of this outbreak with a Red Cross team who are about to recover the body of a little girl. Ramata Kamara's family is devoutly Muslim, but what they've gone through would test the strongest faith. Her tiny body is carried out of the house. She died yesterday. She'll be buried today. Her family watch in stunned silence. The lively 3-year-old may have infected them too, but they're refusing to believe Ebola's to blame because doctors at the local hospital weren't sure why she had a fever.
They tested her in the hospital, so they didn't tell me anything about that.
But the team here is convinced Ebola's to blame, and they're not taking any chances.
Body bag.
Ramata wasn't the only one to die suddenly here. In another house nearby, another body, Ramata's grandmother. Inside, swabs are taken for testing. The men that do this are incredibly brave, but they're also reassuring. Biohazard suits aren't necessary as long as you don't touch anything. If you want to get a grip on Ebola, you have to deal with its victims quickly, carefully and sensitively. It's estimated more than 70% of new infections come not from the living, but from the dead. These scenes are terrifying for the people in this tiny village. Ramata's neighbours now have to wait for the test results, knowing their own children were playing with a potential Ebola victim just hours ago.
It's that Ebola patient, so the Ebola patient in died.
He says Ramata and her grandmother visited an Ebola patient who died. Once they returned, they fell sick and died as well. We're now checking our temperature 3 times a day. And these aren't the only cases here. A further 3 bodies have been found in this neighbourhood.
This sick is spreading so much that we, the people, we're scared.
But this new command and control centre may speed up the response. Staffed by the Sierra Leone army, mentored by British officials.
What we'll try and do is get someone to pick it up on a bike and bring it to Waterloo.
Britain is now at the heart of Sierra Leone's battle against Ebola.
The issue for us here on getting on top of it is getting people identified who have it early to isolate them, and obviously one of the most infectious parts are when they're dead, so getting people buried quickly. They have to be buried within 24 hours, and that is our target.
But there's still a long way to go. Officially, Ramata and her grandmother are just 2 of the 96 suspected Ebola cases in Greater Freetown in the last 2 days.
I feel very sad. I feel very sad. Ebola is a killer disease. It kills. It kills. So I'm very, very sad about it because our people are dying every day.
Without a massive increase in resources here, this virus will continue to ravage Sierra Leone, one of the world's poorest countries, struggling to cope with one of the world's most deadly diseases. Dan Rivers, ITV News, Freetown.